Live. Going live, you're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Serious Sam 4. So this is a game that released a while back, a few months ago. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but I never got around to play it on stream or on the channel at all. So today it shadow dropped on GamePass, so out of the blue this appeared on PC and Xbox Game Pass. So I'm testing it out today. How are you guys doing? We're testing 1050 Ti, 1650 Super and RX 570. So yeah, for the people wondering, yeah, it's on Game Pass, finally. So I can finally play the game. Some of you guys told me on release if I was going to test it. Well, many months later, here I am, about to play Serious Sam 4. Hey Ram Yadav, welcome. Florijan Safar, Jasper Valentin, how are you doing? Huh, interesting. There's a lot of options on this. Pretty insane. Vulcan and DX11, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of things. I like this. Right on time, yeah. Hey Luciano, ¿todo bien? RTX 3050 any good? We'll see once it releases. So we got CPU speed, and look at this. All this is CPU related. Jesus. There's a lot of stuff. I think I'm just going to limit myself to presets. Let's say... Oh yeah, look at this. Wow. This one really gives you options. Me, oh, 3 AM, I'm going to sleep. Santiago, live streams. Me, guess sleep can wait. Don't worry, you can watch this after it's done. So yeah, let's keep this on high, everything on high. GPU memory, we got... Let's put it on high as well. Let's just stay with high. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Okay, texture quality, let's put it in reduced, maybe. Oh, never mind. I'll put this on medium. This should do. So basically high settings. Because I know nothing about this game. So let's give it a shot. High settings, 1080p. Okay. And this should be on 1080p. Sí, yo creo que sí, RD rayo. Debería irlo más bien por ahora. Oh, unlimited. Perfect. Okay, there's so many options. That's insane. Let's keep it on Fidelity FX. Multi-sample anti-aliasing, let's put none. At least not right now. And let's keep it like that. Never thought I would see so many options in a game. That's insane. Which will look better on 1080p screen? Native 1080 or 1440p with FSR ultra quality? 1440p with FSR should look better. Yeah. And the game, I think, crashed. Maybe because I had MSI Afterburner running while changing settings. I kind of forgot about this game. Is it heavy, buggy? I forgot about it as well. Because people told me it ran terrible. So I said, okay, let's give it a shot. It's also releasing on Xbox Series S, but not on Xbox One, which is interesting. It's a next-gen exclusive, well, next-gen, current-gen exclusive title. GTA 5 has more options though? No. Look at it again. It has way more options than GTA 5. But I mean, having many options doesn't mean that all of them are useful. So yeah. Nico, ¿qué dice? ¿Todo bien? Do Super People new Battle Royale free-to-play game? What do you mean? Super People? Never heard about it. Okay, let's see. If my options saved. No, it didn't. Dang it, game. Hang on. Okay, now it seems to be okay. Put this on high, this on high, this on high, but we're going to keep the streaming buffer size to medium. And we apply. Please don't crash, thank God. Okay, good. And for some reason multi-sample anti-aliasing restarts itself. Oh, whatever. Let's get into the game right away. I'm going to roll this back to 1080 though. I think the presets are messing with the resolution. Okay. So, single player, yes please. Oh, there's survival too. Nice. Let's play on normal. And let's see how it goes. Super People is the name. Oh, okay. If it's a closed beta, I have no access right now. Todo bien, Ulises, ¿y vos? Jonathan, Javier Torres Viera, qué buen nombre. Miguel C. Welcome back. Okay, loading the level. Again, never played this game before. I was going to play it when it released, but it's now on GamePass, so I said, okay, it's time to play it. Tomorrow we got Halo, today we got Serious Sam 4, and then we also had the new Warzone map. So yeah, there's a lot going on. The start level is pretty demanding. Good, good. That's what I like to see. Demanding. Todo bien, Shivishimol. ¿Y vos? Yo, Miguel! Also, this is installed on an SSD, by the way. I'm doing fine, Epic. What about you, man? Jesper Valentine. Good one. It's super short, though. That's what she said. Oh my god. Ah.
Hello, folks. This is Bill Cor.
Let's skip this. Yes, whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys were right. The first level... I mean, but there's so much going on. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's insane. This is insane, yeah. I mean, look at this. I mean, it makes sense that it's dropping into the 30s. I mean, come on, look at that many characters. Jesus. Never saw anything like that before. Holy hell.
Damn it.
Literally, my PC gave up. Although, that was awesome. That was insane. I mean, it dropped frames because, I mean, so many characters. Although it was like 10 seconds of gameplay. But that was badass. That it was in real time. RIP GPU, yeah, and the rest of them. No tengo idea, Eduardo. Imposible saber. Me estás preguntando que ve el futuro y yo... no tengo los lentes puestos. Yeah, it's basically the last level. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm guessing that in the first level, I'm not going to be able to make it run at 60. At least not right now. Shizu, en general la actualización del motor, pero como hay un nuevo capítulo, probablemente haga eso también. Count how many characters on screen? No, I'm fine. I trust that there's a lot of them. Okay. Yeah, although... Despite the less amount of characters, oh my god! Despite that, it runs almost the same right now. What the hell? Although gunplay is pretty good.
Sir, I think my gun broke.
Let's try and tweak it a little bit. That's a little bit too much. Also, yeah, super CPU bound. Let's lower the CPU performance. There is a CPU speed option. Let's put it on medium. The rest on high. And the GPU memory, I think I went a little bit too high. So... medium ground quality, medium textures, and that should do. Then what else? Let's first apply. Please don't crash, game. I'm using the 1050 Ti. It's right above my head. Right above my head. And there's a lot of options here. I'm going to, since the game looks super jagged on the edges, jaggy edges everywhere, I'm going to try, no, super sample, no, transparent, anti-aliasing, smooth, FXAA on ultra. I mean, there's so many things. I don't know where to start. I mean, I love seeing that many options, but this is too much. I never thought I would say this is too much options. Too many of them. Let's try 2 times MSAA. And let's see what happens. So yeah, this is medium to high, basically. But it's kinda complicated. Let's see. Please don't crash. Okay. Yes, I want to keep these settings. Thank you. There's also a Vulkan option. But yeah, right now... Let me save my progress first. So what I want to say is... if Vulkan runs better, at least on the 1050 Ti. Motion blur was turned on, gotcha. I'm going to turn it off in a minute. Let me see if I can actually make it run better with Vulkan. Since there's so much stuff on screen, it might help us on the CPU side, who knows. As someone who has played this game from start to finish, the graphics and level design are very inconsistent. It's like a game was developed by 2 different teams at the same time. And what about performance? Oh, it's up to Vulkan right away. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Good stuff. So, Vulkan. But it's on Gamepad, so that's fine. I guess. What's weird is that the game didn't ask me to restart for Vulkan. Okay, Vulkan runs better, I think. Although, yes, he has to load the new assets. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, I think on this one I would recommend Vulkan, I think. Although that pop in, Jesus. This game has DLSS? No, it doesn't, but it has fidelity effects, contrast adaptive sharpening. But honestly, never saw a game with this detailed options in the menu. But the stutter on Vulkan is super annoying. Oh, never mind. It's using a lot of VRAM on Vulkan. Let's keep it on the X11 for the 1050 Ti. That should do. So Vulkan, no thanks. At least not on this card. On the 570 is probably going to be a huge difference. Check the new driver of AMD Forza Horizon 5. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the heads up. Maybe in the future, we'll see. Contrast adaptive sharpening. I think on this one we need it. And on performance, I'm going to lower a lot of stuff, so bear with me. There's a lot of options. So 1080p, parallax mapping. Let's put it on fast. Parallaxing quality on low. Ambient occlusion. This is usually super demanding, so let's put it on medium. Refractions. Nah, I'm good. Max shadow size, medium, soft shadows. Yeah, sure, why not? The radius of the... I can't believe they are putting this in the menu. That's insane. Ground cast shadows, no. Bloom optimal. Motion blur, no thanks. Shadows off, no. I'm not going to disable shadows. Render crumbs, everything. Let's lower the grass density and the crumbs density a little bit. And yeah, basically let's put everything on medium. No zoom blur, thank you. Distant plant shadows, normal, that's fine. But there's so much stuff. This on the middle. Yeah, basically 50 of 50%. Tree rendering distance, we can lower this a bit. But I have never seen that many options in a game before. GPU memory, I'm going to lower... What else can I lower? Let's put this on low, streaming buffer size on low. That should do. Then, on CPU, sorry. There's so many things on the CPU that I never seen before. Although on the CPU I think we were fine. At least right now. I'm going to keep it the same. So yeah. This is basically medium settings right now. Let's call it medium for the sake of simplicity. And hang on. Let me see if it saves my options. Yeah, Yeah, I'm very tolerant to screen tearing, although in the capture card it's more obvious than when looking at the game myself. But yeah, definitely very tolerant for screen tearing, personally. Hang on. My MSI Afterburner FPS counter wasn't working. Does this game look good? To me, at least, it looks pretty flat. It looks like it tries to be advanced. Hang on, it's lower in... I should restart the game, I think. Although, whoa, the CPU usage in the X11 is insanely high right now. So Vulkan uses a lot more VRAM, but the X11 uses a lot more CPU. And I'm not getting higher frames so far. So maybe Vulkan is the way to go, I think. Yeah. I mean, the CPU usage is insanely high. Tom Clancy's Serious Sam. Yeah, exactly.
Sir, these Octanian harvester
Nice.
leviathans are a lot
That's
bigger
so
than
weird.
I imagined.
I mean, I think that is
How do you use
oversaturated.
it? I once killed a
Visually
clear with a
speaking, I
nail
mean.
clipper.
These things
Although the contrast adaptive sharpening that this has,
Processed.
pretty good so
Humans
far.
turned into cannon fodder for missiles.
The shimmering is now less noticeable.
how can we help them?
Apply
yeah.
bullets as needed.
How do you change between GPUs? I uninstall the drivers, put the new GPU, and reinstall them. Okay. I'm definitely doing Vulkan. I mean, the CPU usage is super high across the board, so I'm going to change to Vulkan and restart the game right away. I know the game allows me to do it without restarting, but I want it to be as stable as possible. Serious Sam, more like, seriously, what's up with the game's performance? Yeah. I mean, definitely feels like they were using an older engine. But man, there were so many characters. I think at the end of the day, they're trying to do big maps with a lot of characters. But I mean, some of you guys are telling me that it's super inconsistent with maps and all that stuff, so... Okay. So yeah, probably not going to be great in that regard. Okay. Okay, yeah, Vulkan definitely, I think, makes more sense in this case. Although it uses more VRAM. Let's restart the game now. No different? No, visually is not different from Vulkan to the X11, but I recommend Vulkan because it uses less CPU, way less CPU. Yeah, this game is a mess. Yeah, definitely. Definitely feels like a mess. But I'm so surprised to see so many options. That's kind of insane. Vulkan on my laptop, what do? In your laptop, it should be less CPU usage, but it's going to increase the GPU requirements a little bit, so keep that in mind. Excited for Halo Infinite? Yeah, the campaign, super pumped. Looks like it's right up my alley. You know any Indian people? Not yet. Maybe in the future. Serious mess. Yeah, serious yikes. That's what I would call it. Serious yikes. Oh, I think it's now pre-compiling shaders actually. It says loading at the bottom left corner. You cannot see it because the FPS counter is there. But yeah. I wonder how many years left in my 1070 Ti. Still for a while. Is it 8 gigabytes? If it is 8 gigs, you should be okay. Shouldn't be an issue for a little bit. Do you have the RX 580 now? Not yet. I had it, but not anymore. It's 10 frames ahead of the 570. Give or take. Depends on the game, really. So yeah, it's loading, as you can see there, at the bottom left corner. Hey, Ironfall. What do you mean about Halo? Something happened? No, tomorrow we get the campaign. The campaign releases tomorrow for Halo Infinite, and I'm going to check it out, of course, with you guys. Because I'm super pumped for campaign. I mean, multiplayer is nice. It was a good test drive for the controls, at least for me. But I'm more of a single player type of guy. So Yeah. I'd rather just play the campaign. People say that it's great, so I'm all in. The controls are great on the multiplayer, so if that translates good to the campaign, I'm all in, yeah. Digital Foundry made a video on Halo. Yeah, I watched it to see when the open world happens, and it's the 3rd level, so I know now in my live stream that I gotta run past through the 1st and 2nd level directly into the 3rd, because that's where the open world is, and yeah, we gotta stress test GPUs. And I'm guessing that with the dynamic resolution thing, it's going to be fine. For AAA games, 8 GB of VRAM will soon be not enough. Yeah, soon, but not right now. You said it. The Halo campaign is hilariously bloated for VRAM usage. Oh, but I mean, it was already bloated on the VRAM usage on the multiplayer, so that's no surprise. Sí, soy de Uruguay, Delca. Exactamente, señor. Signore. Alright, so now we jumped into Vulcan. And I'm not sure why on Vulcan I'm seeing more screen tearing. Kinda destroying my eyes. And I'm very tolerant. So yeah, let's go single player and continue. Sabelo, Kylo. Bueno, ya no, parece que el mate me hace mal, entonces empecé a tomar café de vuelta. Lo siento, a mi patria. How long can my RX 580 hold? It should be for a while. 8 GB, yeah. You got a lot of time left on that one. Especially now that GPUs are hard to get. So yeah, I wouldn't worry at all. Should be completely fine. Hope you try Alex optimized settings. Oh, there's optimized settings for Serious Sam 4. If that's the case, I'm looking them up right away. I don't have to investigate, just play the game with those settings. Vulkan and DX12 are very stutter for you, but in this game or in general? Okay, yeah, definitely a lot better. Yeah, Vulkan with compiled shaders, no competition. Although it still drops into the 40s, so eh. Oh, Halo Infinite? Yeah, sure. I'm doing the optimal settings then. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with the settings all that much more, really, for this one. It doesn't seem to care about my settings. And I really do not want to disable shadows. I mean, the game already looks like, with these hard shadows, looks more like 3ds Max CGI from 2005. That's the aesthetic from this. It doesn't look consistent visually. It's kind of hard to explain. It took me more than an hour to optimize settings on this game. That's a long time. What would you say are the most important things?
I could really use a gun.
I'm guessing that the GPU ones are the ones that matter the most in this case. At least on Vulkan. On the X11 we were CPU bound. It's so weird to not be able to aim down sights. DF optimal settings are for 2060 Super. Ah, that's fine. We can scale with resolution. Yeah, I don't know. This game feels dated. It feels like I'm playing Serious Sam 3 with bigger maps. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like an older game. Yeah, and the screen tearing, oh my god, the screen tearing. It's too much. Although, the shooting, great. The controls are fine, the thing is the performance is not consistent. Yeah, no, and on Vulkan I'm getting a lot of stutter. What a shame, man. I mean, it's nice that Vulkan uses way less CPU, but at the same time, Vulkan stutters. So I don't know, what would you guys do in this situation? Would you rather use Vulkan with some stutters and a few extra frames? Or would you rather punish the CPU on the X11? Don't you have G-Sync? Yeah, but not for my capture card. Jesus Christ.
Remember, kid, belchers explode, so stay clear of their barf radius.
Yeah, I mean, effects show up,
Radius?
and my performance
Look,
is non-existent.
It's not a scientific term, but it works for me.
Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? I guess I will have to do more stuff. So let's put this on medium. GPU memory on medium. Okay, no. Let's put GPU memory on low. And let's see what happens. Hey, Hiro, ¿todo bien? Yeah, no freezing due to capture card limitations. Playable, punish DX11, stutter a lot. Yeah, let's try DX11 then. I think DX11 makes more sense in this situation. Although, with this CPU, it should be pretty easy to get 60 frames. But again, the developer has its own engine, so there's probably stuff that they cannot fix. Yeah, with a limited budget, that's what happens. Yeah, it hasn't changed much at all, really. What the hell? I'm confused. Alright. Yeah, and this game loves to soft reboot itself. Okay, what about now? Yeah, no, still drops and still a lot of stutters. I think I'll stick with the X11 and be done with it. Yeah. Vulkan in this game, not great, apparently. At least not on the 1050 Ti. Maybe on the 570 it's amazing on Vulkan, who knows. Still playable but needs work. Yep, I agree. But I love that it right away jumps to the X11 without restarting the game. Just like that. Like it was nothing. And for some reason my FPS counter disappears. Croteam used to be good at this kind of stuff. Talos project runs on almost anything. Well, this has a lot of stuff on screen, so maybe that's why. Too much stuff going on. Yeah, no, on the X11 we got a few extra frames. Now let's see. Okay, the stutter is less noticeable. Yeah, way better. Stay on the X11. Do yourself a favor. Yeah, use a small CPU, but you can kinda compensate.
If I remember correctly, the map in the mission briefing showed an EDF storage facility just over this.
But let's see what happens when more enemies show up. That's going to be interesting.
Nice.
Oh, double barrel shotgun, I love that.
Could I
Actually, the texture work on the shotgun is pretty
You
good.
know, it's funny.
Pretty
but
impressed.
Usually when I pick up one of these things,
You're just done downloading the game? Awesome, man. Enjoy. So yeah, as I was discussing with you guys about the other game running on almost anything, this one apparently has bigger maps and lots more enemies on screen, although right now that's not the case. I'm seeing very few enemies. On the very beginning though, it was an army of enemies. But right now, there's nothing. Stutters are part of new generation games. Yeah, agreed. Although on the X11 it seems to be a lot better, at least on this card. On the stability side of things. Still drops into the 40s, but I think it's okay. It retains visuals well enough. Although this game is probably amazing at 144 Hz. Imagine getting it up to 120 Hz on this game. Impossible. Impossible. I'm about to die. Yeah, I died. That's fine. Be serious. I am. I'm always serious. Are you serious? Yes, I am. I'm playing this like it was dusk or something. Oh, I screwed up. Although we're trying lower settings after this. They're so quick. Yeah, this is a game where I would love to have consistent 60s. 720p low, 100 plus FPS. We're about to find out. Let me see if these settings... Let's try different settings. Performance, CPU speed is on medium, GPU speed is on medium as well. Okay, let's try low. Let's put everything on the lowest. Let's see what happens. Absolute lowest. Can we get 60 frames? Let's find out. But the setting that I used, I think it was okay. And we keep it on 1080. We're not lowering resolution. Keep that in mind. So yeah, lowest settings, 1080p. Let's see. Okay. We're over 60 now. Although the game does look more flat, but it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty similar. Oh yeah, this is so much better. If you can play it at 60, please do. Yeah, visually it's a lot worse actually, now that I'm seeing those textures. Although the gun textures stay intact. So yeah, not too bad, actually. Still getting stutters? No, not anymore. We're fine now.
It's an angry steak.
But the lowest settings isn't that far off from the highest.
Why are these cows so angry?
Honestly. I mean, high looks a lot better, technically speaking. But those shadows are still there. There's still grass, 3D grass. Another one, really?
Bad cow! Oh, bad cow!
I'm about to die. Where's my health? Oh, so close. This is a Croatian game. Okay. I'm here because it's on Gamepad. I was going to play it on day one. Okay, lowest settings is fine. Actually, I'm going to tweak the lowest settings because I like what it did. Maximum corpses, I mean, it's fine to have corpses around. That's okay, that's not that terrible. Debris, let's put it on medium. Debris per model, low. Dynamic decals, yeah, sure. Disable ragdoll deaths. Nah. Simple character destruction, yeah, sure, why not? This we can do. Character eye movement, how can that destroy performance for me in this case? Render distance, 25%. Dynamic shadows distance, 25%. Mirror reflections, nah. Reflections, optimal. Sound occlusion, yes please. Yeah, these are the CPU settings, by the way. We don't need corpses around. Pre-bake lighting. Okay, you can disable dynamic lights. I haven't seen that in a while in a video game. Let's try that out super quick. Hang on.
Look, it's an angry steak.
Why are these cows so angry?
Let me see if the baked shadows do anything. Eye rolling performance. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Why do they put that in there? That's so weird. Pre-baked lighting. Let's see what happens there. Yes, apply those settings. Although it's nice to see that many options. I don't know. I respect that. They tell you, okay, you can disable eye movement. Okay. Okay. Without dynamic lights, it's 100 FPS. Makes sense. I mean, now the game has basically these simple shadows from 2005. Sorry, 2009. So yeah, that's the difference. Okay. So it now feels like a game from a way older generation. Interesting. So no dynamic lights. Although I like those dynamic lights, let's be honest. So hang on. I'm going to put everything on low now instead of the lowest. Otherwise the NPCs stare off into the distance with their cold dead eyes. Probably, yeah. They get all cyberpunked. Okay. Let's try to optimize this. There's a lot of work in my hands here. So, bear with me. So you put everything on low. After that, medium debris. Max debris per model. Let's keep that on medium. Character eye movement, of course, yes. And we keep this like that. Okay, that's on the CPU. On the GPU, max rendering 1080p, multi-sample anti-aliasing 2 times. In this case, smooth transparency anti-aliasing. Anisotropic filtering 16 times. Let's put it on 8 times on this one. I don't trust the engine with anisotropic filtering this time. Parallax mapping, let's put it on fast. And refractions, no thanks. Soft shadows, no need. Max texture shadow size on low. Dithering radius, let's lower that a little. Ground cast shadows, no, I'm good. Zoom blur, no. No motion blur. What else? Sharpen streaks, no, I'm good. High quality trees, no. Grass density, this should be pretty killer, so let's lower that a little bit. And that should be it. Yeah, I think so. Holy hell, so many settings. Oh, GPU memory, I forgot about this one. Dang it. Okay, I'll keep it like this. So GPU memory like this. So, holy hell. So this is a mix between medium, low, some stuff on high. And that's as much as I can say, really. Just rewind if you want to see the settings. There's so many of them. It's kinda crazy. This game is on the Series Engine 3. I don't know, probably an updated version. Okay, 1080p, 2x MSAA, fidelity FX on, 90 degrees FOB. And let's see if this is 60 frames. Yeah, so many options on performance, dies. Let's see what happens now. I tried to tweak it as best as I could. Let's see if you can actually do something after it loads the assets. You gotta load the assets. I changed so many settings that it has to load everything all over again. Come on, game, you got this. Load the assets. So many assets. Okay. Yeah, that did it, I think. I'll still drop it to the 40s though. But it does look better. I try all mix of settings, you can grade half a year of streaming content. Yeah, screw that. We're sticking with this. Medium to low plus some stuff on high. That's kinda how it goes for me right now. I'll take mid-low high combo with fries. Hell yeah. Yeah, too many settings. Although now I think if I restart the game, it should stabilize a little bit. I want to see that first level again though. So many characters on screen. It's just screaming, please fry my GPU. I'll take... okay, gotcha. Have you played Halo 5? No, I haven't. That's the only one I didn't play because it's not a PC. Only the Forge. I remember. Do you have a Switch? Not anymore. I used to own one, but I left it back. Great system though. If you can own a Switch and you can afford the games, that's my main problem with the Switch. The games are so expensive. I mean, I'll take the Steam Deck. Just because I can play games very cheap on Steam. Try an IS? No need in this case. We'll see. Let me first get to grips with if the game actually works with these settings. Ah, my eyes. But I think 900p will have to do this time around. 900p with these settings. Oh, never mind. Okay, now that the game reloaded, it's actually over 60. Good. Okay, I found the best settings. I'm not breathing over these settings anymore. These are the best settings. I'm confirmed. These are the best settings. I'm not touching the settings anymore. It's too much. So guys, let's go over the settings I recommend. I'm going to do this only on this GPU. On the other ones, I'm going to find something else, but this seems to be a good balance. So, DX11, 1080p. On 2, which is 1080p. Multi-sample anti-aliasing on low, so you have some good edges. Fidelity FX, contrast adaptive sharpening on. FOB 90 degrees, and on performance, put everything on low, like you see here. But then go to customize and put it like this. Then on GPU speed, put it on low, then go to customize and change this. Then go to GPU memory, put it on low, and it should look like this. And that's about it. That's all you need to know. That's how you make the game run at 60, at least in less demanding parts. Let's try the first level all over again. Yeah, the first level should be insane. How was with the auto detect settings? Auto detect settings, I don't remember really. I think it was everything on low. Yeah, I think it was on the lowest settings or something like that. But it was weird. Some stuff didn't make sense in the menu. I mean, it was cranking up shadows but disabling dynamic lights. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I don't usually trust the auto detect settings. Yeah, no, I'm not touching those settings again. Screw it. F that. This is the first time this happens though. I never saw that many options. I think the last time I saw something like this was on Serious Sam 3, but I didn't bother. I didn't know anything back then in comparison to now. Okay, let's see. First level, most demanding one.
Hello, folks. This is Bill Corwin on.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Although, yeah, I did a good job. Look at this. Look at the amount of enemies on screen. Hell yeah. This is how you tweak a game, guys. Hell yeah. That was 30 frames when I started the game. Yeah, Red Dead 2 also has a lot of settings, but in Red Dead 2 they seem that they matter more. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. In Red Dead 2, okay, you got certain volumetric settings separated in different categories, but in this one you can even enable or disable eye movement in the characters. I never saw anything like that. I mean, it's not like I'll have 5 extra frames for disabling the eye movement in the characters. I don't know, that was weird.
Did you miss me?
So yeah, this seems to be the best settings, quote unquote. At least right now.
Sir, I think my gun broke.
So yeah, we accomplished the best settings for the 1050 Ti. It was easier than I anticipated, really. But I think it was possible because I've been doing this for like 6-7 years. I've been touching options menus in video games.
Sir, these Octanian Harvester Leviathans
I mean,
are
if I didn't have the experience I have now
Not
testing
the
games,
science, kid. It's how
I wouldn't
you
have
use it.
known where
I
to
once
start,
killed a clear with a
honestly.
nail clipper.
These things.
That's insane.
Yep. The process.
You can say a rolling
Humans
character
turned
when it
into cannon
stutters.
fodder for me.
Exactly.
Cute, aren't they?
How?
Once the eye roll starts going,
Apply bullets
the game
and
stutters like hell. Any plan to test PS Now services? Probably not. Hey, SK Styles Writing, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, there's a melee option. I didn't know that. Although it doesn't kill them right away. You're part of Digital Foundry in the making. Nah,
Oh,
I'm good.
yeah.
I don't want to do this for a living. At least not yet.
Copy that, but this.
If I wanted to be Digital Foundry like, actually, I would like to study some sort of engineering stuff. I don't know, it would be nice to make a game engine from scratch. It will be very difficult. Not a game engine, graphics renderer or something like that from scratch. I think that would be nice to analyze games, understanding what everything actually means. Oh, look at this. Oh man, what was the name of this? The smoke has shadows casted onto it. Look at this. When there is effects, the effect can get shadows casted onto them. PS Now services, is that globally available? No. In my country at least, no. Santiago Foundry, incoming. One day. Not right now.
For big boy.
I'm too young. I'll be Richard Ledbetter age at that point. Santiago Foundry coming once I'm Richard Ledbetter's age. Which I'm not saying he's old, he just has a lot of experience. I mean, he was analyzing games when I wasn't even an idea in my parents' brain. Too many explosions, let's get away. Oh Jesus. Get out of the way!
Ouch, ouch, ouch! Now, you can also take out a Canar with your bare hands, but for larger groups, go for a shotgun or assault rifle.
The enemy sounds like they're SNES Doom enemies. Yeah, exactly. I think that's part of the charm, though. It was probably a budget limitation, but it adds to the charm, I think. Because this feels like playing a very old game with more advanced visuals. And by advanced visuals, I mean dynamic lighting and higher resolution effects.
Kid belchers explode, so stay clear of their barf radius.
Barf radius?
Look, it's not a scientific term, but it works for me.
Mira, yo diría Windows 10 por ahora. Al momento de hacer este video, Windows 10.
Showed an EDF storage facility just over this wall.
Richard, aka Witchard. Yeah, Witchard. He's the guard of Rivia of options menus.
Sir, I still don't have a gun, so...
He still doesn't have a gun. Excuses. All Zero Sam games were great, yeah, I agree. I played them very little because they weren't my childhood, but they were fun games to play at 100 FPS. I remember those were the first game I played over 60 frames with a 120Hz monitor. Although I'm pretty bad at this game so far. I'm dying every 5 seconds. How many graphics cards do you have? Around 5 or 6 right now.
I think I heard something.
More health, yes
It's
please.
probably nothing.
No melee, really? Sometimes it wants to do melee, but some other times it just stands there doing nothing. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this game feels low budget, yeah. But it has a fancy name.
Now, you can also take out a Canar with your bare hands, but for larger groups, go for a shotgun or assault rifle.
If I had a gun...
I wish I had a rifle. I'll try not to get into the way. So I was talking about something you guys said about the low budget feel to it. I mean, yeah.
Look, it's not a
It's very obvious,
term,
yeah.
but it works for me.
It feels like I'm playing some of the previous in the franchise. When I'm looking visually at it, feels like the older games. At least to me.
Sir, if I remember correctly, the map in the mission briefing showed an EDF storage facility just over this
Okay,
wall.
good stuff.
Maybe I should start reading that stuff.
Más arma RM, todo bien.
Nice.
Pocket Doom Eternal. Yeah, I mean, look at that double barrel shotgun.
You know, it's funny.
You
but
cannot get more Doom
usually
than
when I pick up one of these things-
double barreled shotgun. And that's
there
difficult
they
to say.
are.
Oh man, I love when shotguns do this. Blah, splatter all over the place. Yeah, that's pretty satisfying. I love when shotguns are done right.
Why won't that gate open?
Because it is an advanced automatic security gate, of course.
High 3 10th gen is perfect, at least right now. When the 12th gen releases, I think they'll be getting old pretty quickly.
Does he always call
Because
it
apparently
like
the
that?
single-threaded performance in
think
the
he
12th
just
gen
gets
i3s is way higher. Oh Jesus, that scared me. Gone, reduce to atoms. Even the 9100F is good enough for 1650 Super if you play at 60. Yeah, it depends on the game really. Some games now with 4 cores, 4 threads, they don't run great when aiming for 60 frames. But I mean, as long as you're trying to get over 30, should be fine. Okay, gone, reduce to atoms. Let's save the progress. Bench. And let's now swap to the 1650 Super. Again, the settings, it's complicated, okay? my relationship with the settings is very complicated. It has a lot of settings, but it's difficult to tweak. So I'll keep it like this. CPU speed, put it on low. Put everything like this. When you put custom, then on GPU speed, put it on low, and then edit it so it looks like this on customize. Then GPU memory on low basically, so it looks like this. And max FPS unlimited, although lock it to 60, enable VSync, and you're good to go. Let's do 1650 Super now. Make sure to render with Vulkan. It was getting terrible stuttering before. No, you know what? Vulkan, I tried both. In this case, at least for me, Vulkan was way worse with the stutter. So yeah. Yeah, my monitor was too high. There we go. So let's swap GPUs. So 1650 Super incoming. There we go. You have an 8100F with a 570, it's pretty decent. Yeah, I agree. You love that music? Good. We're on the same page. Hell yeah. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, this game came to Xbox Series S today, apart from coming to Gamepad PC, but it's not on Xbox One, which is not surprising. I mean, with the CPU utilization on this, imagine this on Xbox One, base Xbox One, with those with those old FX cores. Jesus Christ. If they become readily available, would you try to get a hold of Intel new budget GPUs? Hell yeah, if they become available, I'm trying them out. Without a doubt. Although, hard to come by probably. Okay. So now we're doing 1650 Super. After this, we're doing the 570. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully on this one, we got better Vulkan compatibility without all that huge stutter. Would be nice. Yeah, the Jaguar cores and DDR3. Yeah, imagine that. This game is truthfully a more entertaining shooter than Battlefield 2042 and Vanguard. Well, it's different. It's a way different game. It's more like the older arcadey shooters from back in the day, the early 2000s. And you can understand that this is trying to do that, but I don't know, it feels uninspired. I mean, controls are great. I'm having a lot of fun, but I feel like I'm playing the older games. And also, the game is too saturated. I don't know, visually it's weird. It's like weirdly visually inconsistent. I don't know. Oh no, don't tell me to reset my settings. Please. No. Don't reset my settings, please. Dang it. It reset my settings. No. Why? My settings were perfect. Okay, let's do Vulkan. Let's do ourselves a favor. My settings were perfect. They are gone. Because I swapped GPUs. It's like Halo Doom. Yep. Yeah. There also looks like two different teams who like different things put it together. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. That's exactly what I think. Okay, let's do this. Let's try and do this. So medium GPU, GPU memory, let's put it on, let's put that on low actually. Let's test on low. So on CPU speed, I'm going to increase the max corpses a little bit. Max debris. This probably can do high actually. Let's start with high. You know what? I trust my GPU. The only thing I'm lowering is the GPU memory though. Okay. So on GPU speed, gotta be 1080p please. Okay. And we're gonna restart the game now. Because Vulkan. And 4 times MSAA, well, yeah, whatever. We're doing it. The thing is, now we have to recompile those shaders, so this is 1080p high. Let's put GPU speed high, CPU speed low, GPU memory low. That makes more sense, I think. But yeah, this is one of those cases, one of the very few cases where I'd say, okay, too many settings. Let's make the best ones and start from there. We're not investigating too much. 1650 Super 144, maybe in low settings. Yeah, gotta set those settings again. Dang it. Although that should only happen if you swap GPUs, so shouldn't be a big issue. And you can put my video in the background and copy the settings. That's how you do it. Okay, Vulkan, 4 times MSAA, 1080p, performance, low CPU speed, low GPU memory, and GPU speed on high, and I changed the 3D rendering to 1080p, basically. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's play the very first level. Oh, it's not here? Yeah, it is. Let me see if I can save my progress, so I have it for benchmarking purposes. So remember guys, this is the most demanding part apparently. The very first level, but it has a ton of characters on screen, so that's perfect for testing purposes. What kind of view do you have outside your window? I have another, well, I actually have trees and the side of the house, well, the back of the house. So I'm looking through a window to another window to my left. I'm going to show you guys once I change to the 570 very quickly. Setup tour, yeah, that's coming soon. Now that the year is coming to an end, we're doing a setup tour because I moved into the studio, so all the stuff is not in my room anymore. Hell yeah. What about your expectation about Intel Arc GPUs in 2022? I'm hoping they can be bought. I cannot purchase anything right now, so that would be perfect. After using VSync at 60 frames, no stutter with 9100 FME. What do you mean in this game? Okay, continue. Here we go. Okay, we save. Let's call this Ultravenge. Oh, I cannot save here. Okay. Alright. It's 60 frame, over 60. Nice. Look at the amount of enemies, that's insane. I feel like I'm in a Star Wars movie right now. This level, if this is the last level that you guys said, I'm guessing the last level is going to be the best one. Just because of the amount of enemies. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, and I have all the guns. Any gun that I want. I love the ridiculous guns in games like this. Oh, look at this. Okay, when looking through the scope, it kills my frames. But when are you using a scope in a game like this? Never. I mean, let's be real. Nobody aims on sights in Serious Sam games.
Damn it.
Okay, that was nice. Let's go to our other save. The save that we were playing at. So I think this doesn't require any tweaking whatsoever, actually. Seems to be fine. So the GPU is pretty fast, actually. I mean, it's almost double the 1050 Ti, usually. So great. Good stuff. I wish we got more games that are there to put that many characters on screen, while giving us full control. Although it's probably limited, but still, there were a lot of things on screen. Well, try Vulkan. Guys, if you have a 1650 Super 570, try the Vulkan API. It reduces the CPU usage in this game. But we'll see right now. Moment of truth, let's see if it stutters a lot on Vulkan. If it does, well, we swap to the X11 and be done with it. Alright. Come on, finish loading the assets, please. Yeah, the thing that I don't like about Vulkan and the X12 is when they don't preload the shaders. It's a stutter fest. So yeah, pretty easy to run actually on the 1650 Super. As long as you're not targeting 100 FPS. If you want 100 FPS, just lower those settings and you're good to go. Although CPU will be a problem in those cases. Nice, Antares, nice. What do you mean by your favorite Santiago? There's only 2 of me. Yeah, no, too much stutter, I think.
Looks like that was the last of them. The gate's open now.
Okay, now it seems to have stabilized on Vulkan. It uses way less CPU, as I said at the beginning. So probably what I would do in this situation is that if the stutters keep going, I'm probably trying the X11. It'll use more CPU, but in this case I can get away with it, actually. I feel like I'm playing Half-Life Alyx version 0.1 now, while looking at this. Which means Half-Life 2. This reminds me of Half-Life 2, but with more color.
I guess Mental's really into recycling.
Weapons wheel. Okay, the frame times are still inconsistent. I think I'll try to do the X11. Yeah, it's using 1 core actually. Sorry, it's using 2. No, it's well spread out actually. Although, yeah, still not great. That frame time, I don't like that frame time, guys. Let's do the X11. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, Vulkan, maybe the 570. We'll see. I'm working on it. Okay, now we're on the X11. Also, I'm using 4 times MSAA, so it's looking sharp AF. Okay, gotta restart the game though. When you swap APIs like that, it's a good idea to restart. Just personal preference, of course. But usually games do not change that in real time. It's insane that they do that. They tell you, okay, you want DX11? Be right back, and they change it on the fly. But that wrecked my performance in the past. Cap it to 24 FPS? Sure, why not? Maybe after this, we do a meme review version. But yeah, at the moment, the settings I recommend still stand. Keep it on high, you're good to go. So 1080p, 4 times MSAA. The X11 is probably going to be better in this case. Fidelity effects, contrast adaptive sharpening, multi-sample 4 times. So on 1080p, you're okay. You don't need to do any other anti-aliasing. Should be okay like this. CPU speed on low with more corpses and debris and all that good stuff. Then GPU speed on high, but make sure to keep the 3D rendering megapixel to 2, which is 1080p. The rest is like that. Should be fine. And then we got GPU memory, which we keep on low because we only have 4 gigs of VRAM. And that's basically all you should be doing on the 1650 Super. Let's continue. Let's see if it still stutters. Also, let's try Man vs Beast super quickly, which is the first level. And then we jump into the meat and potatoes again. And let's see, this is probably going to be over 60, but I'm guessing that the CPU is going to be hit more. We'll see. Come on game, load my assets. I'm thinking... Oh guys, are you excited for Halo tomorrow? I think some other people joined and didn't ask me. So I'm asking you guys, are you pumped for the Halo campaign? Personally, I want to play the campaign. The controls of the multiplayer were great, so... if that's translated well into the campaign, I'm all in. Come on, kill me please, so I can go to the next level. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Matt Geo. Great name. I always say that, but man, your name is great. Personalmente no. Okay. I understand. I understand español. No Halo preload. No preload? What? Not even on the Xbox app? That's weird. I'm pretty sure I saw a preload option on the Xbox app. Not really, I have little trust in 343 after Halo 5. Makes sense. Okay, loading assets. Okay. Yeah, definitely play on the X11. Let's go back to the bench. You're excited this game has been cooking for a long time? Well, you can say the same about Duke Nukem Forever. That's been cooking for a long time and, well, it ended up being rotten. Although this is a different case, of course. Duke Nukem Forever was a special thing. Don't you dare compare Halo to Duke Nukem. Yeah, definitely, guys, stay on the X11. No doubt about it. The X11 is the way.
Looks like that was the last of them.
Pedro, ¿cómo andás? ¿Todo bien? Finally, guns. More ammo again.
A harvester drone.
Half-Life 2.
Is that how they turn us into the processed?
Bueno, gracias Marduk. Sí, para mí también es raro, pero me estoy acostumbrando lentamente. Yeah, definitely the shotgun. I love the shotgun and how it tears everything into pieces like that. Super satisfying. A lot of punch.
Oh, shut up.
Me alegro. Sí, es bastante rápido, pero es más como los Serious Sam anteriores. No es tanto como el Doom. El Doom es bastante distinto. Esto es como más abierto y más como que quiere que le dispares a cosas y chao. El Doom es más estratégico, el de Eternal. For the people asking comparisons about Doom Eternal to this game, well, it has the nature of being super fast, but this was in the original Serious Sam's before this one. Although, it's a completely different game. This game wants you to shoot at stuff that glows, and Doom wants you to try to be a little bit more strategic about the whole thing. And thank you so much, 191 Desperado, for the $3 donation. He says, fist bump. Hell yeah, bro fist. No, I'm kidding. That's property of PewDiePie. Thank you so much, man, for the generous donation. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you're doing well.
Let me take it apart so you can have a closer look.
So, now that you donated and you fist bumped me, that sounded kind of weird. What do you think about this game? Have you ever played it? Are you going to download it? GamePass? Personally, I think I'll keep playing it. What happened to me with this one is the same as Serious Sam 3. I like the shooting and the movement and the goriness. But then after a few hours it gets old. What I did like about Serious Sam 3 though was the split screen. More games should do that. Oh, they put it on Game Pass PC as well. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On PC, Game Pass is also present now. It was only on PC, now it's on Xbox Series S and Series X. I should make a video on this on the Series S, actually, just to see if it actually gets to 60 frames. Download it now, never really played one before. Okay. If you like shooting things, you're probably going to enjoy it. The shooting is pretty satisfying. But it's pretty punishing. Serious Sam 3 was the only AAA title on Linux early 2010s. That's how I know this series. That's interesting. Oh man, too many of them. Oh, okay. I don't know what that did to my body, but I injected it anyways. Can I crouch? Yeah, but it seems to be useless to crouch in this game. Oh god. Oh, this is the beginning of the level, actually. What a shame. Good to know. I thought it was only on console and Game Pass. Yeah, it's on PC. So go for it, man. And for some reason, my stream looks weird. One sec. There we go. I want to see if it's worth the upgrade. What do you mean? Oh, a difference between 2133 and 2666 depends. If you're on Ryzen, it's going to be a big upgrade, I think. But if you're buying RAM because it's 2666 instead of 2133 and the price difference is big, stay with the 2133. All about pricing, really, at that point. If they cost the same, okay, get the 2666. But it really depends on the CPU in that case. Nowadays though, unless you're on Ryzen, should be okay on 2133. DDR5 RAM now. Oh my. I can imagine playing this game with a controller. Yeah, no. No. I wouldn't be able to hit anything with a controller. Maybe it has mouse and keyboard support on the console. That would be interesting to see, actually. On this game, I think mouse and keyboard are absolutely necessary. Well, now that I'm here, actually, let's try with a controller. Let's have some pain. Let's see, Xbox controller. Okay. Okay, yeah. I cannot hit anything. It's not so bad though. It's not so bad, but I'm terrible at moving with a controller in this game. The movement for me is the shift key and the spacebar plus mouse. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not hitting anything. Oh, never mind. I got a few hits. Yeah, it's good to be... You're going to need to get accustomed to this. It's pretty difficult. Stay away from the controller if you can. What about 3000 versus 3600? I currently have a 3700X and I have 32 gigs of RAM at 3000. I mean, I rarely see motherboards working well at 3600. Sometimes even when I'm putting 3000 MHz, I have to lower them to 2666 because sometimes I got blue screens. So I don't know. I would ask people on Reddit. Those guys are usually super hardcore about those things. Personally, the highest I went is 2933. If I put it at 3000, well, good luck. Yeah, play with a controller for the highest possible difficulty. Yeah, lowering the timings makes more sense, yeah. Alright, time to do 570. So let me delete the drivers and we'll install the 570's drivers. One sec. 9 in 3, 2, 1, 0. Clean and shut down. So while we wait, I talk to you guys. If possible, please do try prop night. It's kind of demanding at times. Okay, Is Dead by Daylight plus props. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, they asked me if I wanted a key, and I said that I didn't know at the moment because I was doing other games, but we'll see. Maybe on the weekend. Never played it before. How well did the 1050 Ti do? If you use a mix between low and medium, it's kind of a weird mix of settings, a mishmash of settings. You can actually get 60s, which is pretty impressive. You drop into the 50s sometimes, but on 1080p was actually doable, which blew my mind, really. I had to do a lot of tinkering to get there, but we did get there, so rewind the live stream and you'll find, man. In COD tournaments, professionals use controllers, finally. It makes sense. I mean, although, when they're using those controllers in tournaments, do they have aim assist on? Or they're doing free aiming and those sort of things? My mic almost died. Oh man, cables. $570 in. Come on. Alright. Yes, all aim assist. What? That's ridiculous. What the hell? I thought those were free aim. Aim assist gives the advantage to a controller players on COD at professional level. Makes sense. That's so stupid though. But hey, what can you do? GPUs everywhere. Kinda. Sometimes. Oh, also. Somebody asked me, how does it look outside my window? I have a wall right there. That's another window where that's the toilet. So I'm actually in my backyard in an old storage place that we had. We repurposed it to make the studio. So yeah, I'm looking at the wall, but if I walk a couple feet, I get the grass and all that good stuff. So I'm installing the drivers. 1 second, guys. So yeah, to go to the bathroom, I have to go all the way around. I only have a window right there. I cannot pee through the window, unfortunately. I'm still not allowed to do that. You wish you had a window? It happens. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, hang on. I can grab the webcam. I have another window. And there's all the green stuff. And that's the neighbor's house. Whoa. That was a trip. Thanks, man. You too. That 53 really suits you. What that does even mean. Termo de Messi, eh? Flexible pipe would work? What do you mean? Oh, you mean for the... Oh, Jesus. Imagine that. I put a pipe through the window into the toilet. That's perfect, man. I'll have to do a lot of force, though. A lot of force from my... Never mind. I'll keep it to myself. You got me, T-Bone. You got me, man. That was getting out of hand. Very quickly. Which is the most boring game of 2021 for you? Naraka Blade Point. I mean, I'm not a big fan, so that's probably why I found it boring. Because it was Battle Royale, and really I'm super tired. I'm sick of it. So yeah, it was like a fighting game mixed with shooting, mixed with everything in between. And it has a high skill ceiling. And I thought it had some single player stuff, but it doesn't, so I lost interest super quickly because I was playing against bots as well. I found no people. I don't know. Exactly, Leo. I'm going for it. That should be my next upgrade. One of those buckets. Yeah, for my Devil P. Exactly, Mike. You got it. Have you finished Sekiro? No, not even close. Maybe one day. But not today. Alright. Let's see if we have the latest drivers. Okay, we're on the latest ones. So 574 gigabytes, that means that we'll have to lower the settings. But we should be okay. Okay, Series 7 remember, it's on Game Pass. That's why I'm doing this video, because I haven't tested this game in the past. And at the same time, it's on Game Pass, so why not? If you guys want to play it. I don't play Sekiro anymore, too much stress, same. Yeah, I try to play games for fun now, or for making videos. Sekiro, that's exactly how I feel. It stresses me out. I feel like I'm doing an exam or something on every level. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I understand that it's respecting the player, but at the same time, it's too tough. So I just slightly back away. I'll let the people that like doing that enjoy the game. Alright. Hang on, it's loading. Really? The options menu didn't load. What the hell? Okay. CPU speed, let's put that on low. GPU speed on high, GPU memory on low. We apply. Is there a more health cheat for Sekiro? There's probably trainers. If you're playing on PC, download a trainer and you're good to go. There's also mods, I think. Yeah, but in the graphics options, I don't have any... There's nothing. Although I can do the invisible thing and make it work, but I have invisible settings now. What the hell? Buff me up. Exactly, buff me up. I forgot about that one. Okay, so for some reason right now the settings are invisible. Don't worry. The game is not being saved from that. Man vs Beast. Let's play on normal. So we have GPU speed on high, CPU speed on low, and GPU memory on low, because again, we only have 4 gigs of VRAM. So yeah. Yeah, as you get busier in life, some games become too demanding of time and effort. Exactly. I mean, I'm glad that I took my time to play games when I was younger, because right now, I wouldn't be able to. Too many things. The reason I'm playing more games than normal is because I make videos about them. If not, it will be difficult to invest myself in one game. But sometimes I try to play something. Like, well, I play a lot of Forza Horizon 5. Love that game. That is really relaxing, despite being racing. Dark Souls Saga is better than Sekiro? Well, that's debatable. I'll say it's different. Personally, I prefer Dark Souls because it gives me more options. And I can make my own... Well, making armor is not the correct way to put it. I can customize my look. And I can be a tank in Dark Souls. On Sekiro I cannot. I have to be a Dex main.
On Radio Free Earth.
Let's see. Okay. Seems to be fine. So similar to the 1650 Super on this 570. Despite the amount of enemies, we seem to be good to go. Is this a BFG? No. Okay, now it's dropping into the 40s. It happens. Let's see with the scope. Okay, with the scope it drops, but again, who uses scopes in serious Sam games? Only a maniac. Hey, dice Franco, ¿todo bien? They're both stressful. What do you mean? Dark Souls and Sekiro? Yeah, both. Looks like Earth Defenders? Yeah, kinda. I can actually see the resemblance, although it's in first person. I think there's a third person option though, as far as I remember. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to try third-person mode. I think there was a way to change the camera. Forza Horizon 5 Supra 1994 manual transmission works like automatic, no gear changing animation. Oh no! Unplayable! 1 out of 10. Gameplay looks good, but character moves so slow. You can run, actually. But I feel like the character is being dragged down, yeah. I agree on that front. I wish I could strafe a little bit better. Dark Souls is hard because they said it's hard. Yeah. I mean, it can be a little bit tedious, but it's not that hard. I play harder games than Dark Souls. Although Dark Souls, I think it popularized a game feeling hard. Yeah. When will you try Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1? I don't know. Hopefully this week. But yeah, when I'm moving left to right, I wish I had more control. It's like too slow on the left and right. I can run if I'm going forward. But when I'm going to the sides, if I want to move quickly, I have to move forward and move the camera like this. So yeah, it requires a little bit more effort, I would say. So far so good. I wouldn't even try Webcam. The X11 is fine. It's using 1 core though on the X11. Sí, tal cual, Franco. Estoy de acuerdo. No puedo creer. Excited for Uncharted coming to PC? Hell yeah. Uncharted is the only franchise where I have almost all the games with all the trophies in PlayStation. I mean, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation 3, I have all the trophies on all of them. Every trophy. I have the platinum. Also on the Infamous games, but I'm still haven't done that for Uncharted 4. I want to do it on the PC now. Get all the trophies. So yeah, I'm super pumped. I want to play Uncharted with mouse and keyboard. Yes, please. Oh, let me see if there was a third-person camera. That I saw an option in the menu. Nope.
Humans of Earth, it's a wonderful day.
Oh, you can actually enter console commands. Nice.
The perfect day to survive.
Let me check the key bindings. Third person view H. What a random key. Okay, there's a third person view. What the hell? Although it looks it's terrible on third person. By terrible I mean, oh man, that animation.
I'm getting a signal from Father Mikhail. I'll upload the coordinates to
Oh
your
my
address.
god.
All right.
Why would you do that? I feel like I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 third person servers again.
Good one.
This is awful in third person. Yeah, that console is so CS 1.6. Yeah, agreed. The good old days. Yeah, no, but don't play this in third person. It doesn't look right. GT 1030 versus Uncharted 4. Ya. Hay que usar Linux. Acá no, pero a veces lo uso. Por diversión, porque no sé qué hacer con mi vida. Ah, tremendo rata. No, pero no uso Linux. Personalmente, como juego muchos videojuegos. It's slipping. Yeah, the ground is super slippery, guys. Too slippery. And I died. Jesus, that was quick. Tal cual, parece Tony Hawk. Yeah, it's Tony Hawk without the skates. Somebody put a lot of lube into the floor. Grease in the ground. From fried potatoes.
Oh, sir, I recognize that thing. It's a scrapjack.
Yeah, just sliding by. Yeah, I mean, I think a few keyframes would solve the issue. Literally, just make him move slower Or make the animation go, yeah, at a different speed. Such a weird choice. Or at least just keep it first person only. I mean, in first person is so much better. It's clear that the third person was an afterthought. Yeah, definitely playing first person for the best experience. Stop shooting! I have 1 health. Somebody farts and I die. Yep. See? Are you winning, son? No.
Sir, I recognize that.
Not yet, Dad.
It's a scrapjack.
Jesus
Let me
Christ.
take it
Stop
apart
pushing
so you
me.
can have a closer look.
Yeah, it looks like Doom. Yeah, I mean, it started like that at the beginning. On the first game, I mean. Can I just run past them? Nope. Okay, good. Makes sense. The game wants me to play. Finally, Serious Sam 4. Yeah, finally. It's been a while.
Take it apart so you can have a closer look.
I remember when the game released, everybody was complaining about the performance. And here we are. Now on Gamepad, I didn't need to buy it, thank God. I could just wait for the game to come to Gamepad. Nowadays, if you want to play a game, either wait for it to come to Gamepad, or wait a decade and it'll become free on the Epic Games Store. Nos vemos la próxima. Ok, nos vemos, Iván. Gracias por pasar. Se agradece, señor. Que tenga un buen día. Okay, go back there. Stop shooting! Okay, dead. Let's take him from afar. So playing Team Fortress 2 even though there are a bunch of new shooters out, makes sense. I mean, just stick to what you like the most. I play a lot of CSGO, sometimes. And when I feel nostalgic, I play CS 1.6. Although against bots, because I'm terrible at the game. Still haven't gotten good. You speak like in Spanish as well? Yeah. Hablo español también, señor. Por supuesto. Viendo directo mientras estoy en la escuela. Bueno, genial. Que te diviertas en la escuela. Que no te saquen el celular. Espero estés en el recreo. Ni se te ocurre estar en clase. Te estoy observando. Okay. LOL. Same. Aimbots. Definitely. And I'm playing in normal mode. So the game is actually asking something from me. I like that. Okay, this looks... Now it looks like Dying Light. What happened? This literally looks like they tried to replicate Dying Light's visuals. Either that or we're in Mexico in a Hollywood movie. That's so weird. Such a different look to the game now. I actually think I prefer this look. Halo Combat Evolved. Are you playing the remastered thing or the original?
So, Father, you came all this way from Russia to find the Holy Grail?
You think it's worth to buy the 5800X right now or for new CPUs? Difficult to say. What's the price? I mean, first of all, what are you trying to do with that? Only game? If that's only game, wait for new CPUs. Probably better single-threaded performance than those. If you can wait, of course, you'll always get something better.
Is that a giant metal space snake?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Good. That's good.
Serious Sam 4 Breaking Bad Edition. Yeah, or Dying Light Edition. Both of them.
I smell it.
Right, gone. Dead. Yeah, literally here with all these enemies, I feel like I'm playing Dying Light now. Can I just spam melee? Yeah, I can. There you go. The previous part was produced from Talos Principle, that's why it looks different. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Interesting choice. Yeah, this definitely, at least for me, looks more appealing. Serious Sam 2 had the best world building period. I don't remember that one. I played the third one, first and foremost. Before a melee attack heals you. Kill enemies will occasionally drop items. I think I'd rather do this one. I always run out of health. Alright. Okay, cool. That was easy. They're like 2 leaked gameplay. Exactly. Yeah, literally. This looks like a Dying Light game now. That's hilarious. I mean, especially when doing melee attacks like that. Looks like Dying Light. What's your game of the year 2021? Probably Kena Bridge of Spirits. Usually I do a list of the games I enjoyed the most this year. In the year that finished. At the end of December, like the 24th or the 23rd. So I need to meditate on those. Usually Kena, I think, will be my game of the year, probably. Yeah.
My son, there are people up there.
It really surprised me. I never thought I would be into it.
We'll have your back, sir.
Blew my
I
mind.
will pray for you.
Since you have the shotgun, can you shoot and I'll pray?
As you wish.
Oh, that's a family.
Welcome to Rome, friend. How do you like it?
What is your guys' game of the year for 2021?
We got blown up.
Personally, I think this year also had a lot of delayed games. So a lot of 2021 games are now 2022 games. So I think that was kind of a bummer this year. This year was a year of delays. A lot of stuff was pushed back. We gotta thank Cyberpunk for that. If it wasn't for Cyberpunk, I think the developers, I mean, seeing all the bad things that happened, other developers said, okay, let's delay the game. We can wait. We can have better PR. Resident Evil 8. Oh, Resident Evil 8 is from 2021. I thought it was a 2020 game. I have those 2 years blended in together. I thought it was a 2020 game. Oh man, I love Resident Evil 8 as well. Awesome soundtrack for Kena. Yeah, agreed. But I forgot Resident Evil 8. How could I forget about Resident Evil 8? I had a blast with it. I would say Deathloop, but I think Resident Evil is going to win it. Well, you can have a top 10. Deathloop I only played 2 or 3 hours. I was working on many games at once, I think. Uncovering many games at once, I mean. I do not make games. Okay, what the hell? Oh, this way. Difficult with all those games being in early access forever. Yeah, too bad. Why can't we time travel and go into the future to play God of War on PC? Because the future is coming very soon. I mean, it's a month away, I think. So it shouldn't be too long. Usually my time machine is playing video games. But you can do other things while you wait. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, I am. Although, it feels very low budget. I think I lost.
Should have packed holy water.
What the
I
hell?
hope you were
What happened?
successful, my son.
You win some, you lose
2 hours
some.
before refund?
Can't tell which one.
No, I
this
didn't
was.
get a refund. Actually, I got a code for Deathloop. I think. Yeah, I think I got a code from the publisher. So yeah. What the... I'm confused. What happened there? So yeah, I mean, a couple times I did the refund trick thing. Because I felt ripped off with some games. But I don't usually do it anymore. It was like at the beginning of the channel. Like in 2015, 2014. Those days. I remember returning DayZ.
So long, suckers.
Yeah, DayZ was the first game I refunded. I felt so good when I got my refund for DayZ. I remember people asked me for a video. I bought the game like $40, I think it was, or something like that. And I refunded it. Like 6 months later. I had like 20 minutes in. Oh, I went into the Nether portal. Okay.
Let's go
In
up
Steam?
here, son.
Nah, I'm good. No need for that anymore. Although I'm glad that people that cannot afford games have a way to access them.
Sounds like we're about to have company.
I wish there was demos. Demos are like pretty rare nowadays. I miss demos. In some indie titles they're coming back, but man, demos are rare. I mean, I'm guessing demos are gone because games are usually not finished. So how can you make a demo of something that is not finished? Icarus is made by the same devs, not surprised how badly it runs. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe the leads are the same, but the developers, I think they should be probably different people.
Wow.
But I mean, if the designers are the same, it's probably going to be pretty similar.
There's no place like it.
¿Todo bien? Alpha Blink. Con 2 PCs. No, ese tutorial sería complicado. Pero no sé, lo voy a pensar. Gracias. Nothing like getting a new console or PC and downloading every demo to ever existed. Yeah, I remember doing that on the PS3. Those were the good old days. I remember also, I downloaded the demo for Heavy Rain. I played that demo so many times. It was like the equivalent to play on PlayStation 1 without a memory card. You did the same thing over and over. I remember. Tormented Souls was a great game. Have you heard of it? Yeah, I have. Some people say it's like it's a mix of Silent Hill and Resident Evil, which sounds super interesting. But I forgot about it. And it has a demo actually. That's a game that has a demo. I should be checking it out actually. I tend to forget. Did you get a refund for GTA Definitive Edition? Yeah, that's another game I got a refund on. So the 2 major games I refunded in my life. DayZ, 6 months after release. That Steam got the new refund policy. And I played like 20 minutes. Because it was running terrible and I made only 1 video. And GTA Definitive Edition, the trilogy, the Definitive Edition. I got a refund for that one as well. I played like 5 hours and I got a refund because the servers went down and I couldn't access the game. So I told them, hey, I cannot access the game, I want a refund. And they gave me a refund. I was like, okay, thanks. I'll buy it once it releases on Steam. So yeah, I'm staying away from the GTA trilogy for now. I wreaked enough havoc on day 1. Okay, this one is more demanding on the CPU, apparently. Yeah, more enemies on screen. What's the demo for a game you play the most? I don't know. I think Heavy Rain. I mean, I was always looking at graphics, so Heavy Rain is probably... Do you recommend AIO liquid coolers? Personally, I don't like water anywhere near my computers. Sorry. With an air cooler in general, I'm fine. With a nice metal heatsink, no risks, and it's just okay. Get the dust out of it every once in a while. So yeah, I do not use AIOs personally. I'm not a fan. I'm not overclocking, so why would I want that? That's the one thing I think people sometimes miss. You don't need to have super high-end cooling unless you're doing some hardcore stuff. Or you live in a place where 40 degrees Celsius is the current temperature each second. What else? I think every single one of my PS1 games I used to play without was a memory card. Without a memory card, yeah. I've been playing like that for a while. I remember once I got a memory card, I was blown away. Because the games actually ended. Although it was pretty rare to finish games in the PS1 era. Oh, the exploders. I miss those. Ah!
The scream of kamikaze. It's not my favorite sound.
I always loved that about Zero Sam. I think it was Zero Sam 3. Once I discovered this exploding guys, it was hilarious. So iconic. What do you think about Super People? Never played it. Never heard of. Well, I heard about it today actually. Is a game RAM enough for new games? I wouldn't say so. Depends on the game really. In general, I've seen everything over 8 GB nowadays. So I would try to have more than 8 gigs, but on dual channel, if possible. But many games, you can get away with 8 GB, but that's not the norm. A lot of games use more than 8, so if you can go for more than 8, please do. And dual channel, I cannot stress it enough. Dual channel is a must. Yeah, the sound was a little bit too much, yeah. Anyway, I think I finished testing this. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Again, Zero Sum 4 is now on Gamepass PC and Gamepass Xbox. So if you want to play it, just get Gamepass. Pretty easy to access, and you can download and play this game. So far it was easier to run than I expected. It doesn't run particularly great, but you can tweak it pretty well actually. I'm pretty surprised. Well, the third person animations, let's just say this game should only be first person. Which one would you pick most anticipated game? God of War, Zelda or Elden Ring? Personally Elden Ring, because God of War, I still need to finish the first one. So yeah, the first one from the PS4 era, I mean. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys, thank you, love you all. See ya tomorrow with Halo Infinite campaign. Bye bye. Tengo el Pro, Johan. Nos vemos. Chao. Gracias. Thank you.